As fireworks exploded near the French Quarter on New Year's Eve, 22-year-old Adolph Grimes, or Chris as he's known to his family, just pulled up to his grandmother's New Orleans home after a 5-hour drive from Houston.
He made it for 12 o'clock, exactly, with seconds to spare.
A scant 3 hours later, he lay dying on the sidewalk, a half a block from his grandmother's front door, fireworks giving way to the hue of flashing police lights. The Orleans Parish coroner says Grimes was shot 14 times, including 12 times in the back.
The violence has to stop. My child, will not be meaningless.
And Grimes didn't die at the hand of common street thugs. He was shot and killed by New Orleans police officers. The family wants to know why cops descended on a young man with no police record who works for a phone company and teaches Bible study in Houston. Have the police told you anything?
No. I know just as much as you know.
The police department won't release the names of the officers involved or the shooting report, saying the investigation is ongoing. But Police Superintendent Warren Riley says Grimes shot at police first when plainclothes officers surrounded Grimes' car. Riley says officers are trained to fire when fired upon and fire more than one shot. The FBI is now investigating following a request from the Grimes family.
We think that families should do everything they can to make sure that this investigation is as thorough and complete as possible so that they know the truth.
Grimes had a gun and a legal permit to carry the weapon. Authorities also say they found a shotgun in the car's trunk. The family says that's not true, and so far police have not produced the weapon. The 22-year-old, according to family members, had just walked out the front door and was in a car waiting for his cousin when the shooting started. Grimes' relatives don't believe for a minute that he opened fire first.
Callebs right here.
And the family attorney believes the investigation will show rogue cops and sloppy police work.
We know the FBI is going to do a full and complete investigation, and we're hoping that criminal charges be brought against all of these officers for the execution in this case.
It doesn't make sense, the family says over and over. A young man who has never been arrested or in trouble with the law. A loving father with a good job. A grieving mother and father say they won't be silenced and say they are not worried about a code of silence among officers, the so-called blue wall.
The wall is going to come down just like the walls of Jericho came down.